Hello and welcome back to Path of Exile, Necropolis League, and this is episode 10 in the series which is dedicated to new players that are just getting into the endgame and learning how to do maps, and they really want to know everything in detail. So let's get into it. I'm going to try to make these episodes shorter. This one we're going to be going over what to spend your next points on and why. We're going to make it so that you're stronger in the maps, so you get buffs that last longer, and you're just stronger overall. So let's do that. And right at this point, I'm going to do a quick recap, and if you notice the chapters below, you can skip ahead. So let's do that. Oh boy. So this is episode 10. We're going to be showing you how to spend the next Atlas points for buffs. And, if you're having trouble getting Atlas points in, say, yellow maps, we'll go over that briefly as well. And then back up to the top. So, Path of Exile, endgame, step by step. I'll let you pause this and see certain things. But you can see that we've gone over quite a bit already. The 3-for-1 map vendor recipe, that's a nice one that people forget about sometimes. It's expensive because you can actually sell your maps as well. The chaos recipe, we've done that. Where you can actually sell a bunch of unidentified rare items for chaos, to chaos. And then you can even do the one for, there's a regal recipe, and you get regals that way as well. PoE Planner, very important website to be able to check out what you want to do with your Atlas in an offline mode. It's also nice to be able to search it there. Merciless Labs, how to unlock it. You don't need to do all find all those trials in the maps. You can just get the gift of the goddess, I think it's called, and you can go there at any time. You can go there, I think it's 75 or whatever the level is. You don't have to do it the old way. They changed that about maybe a year ago. We've got our first divine. We've figured out how to do that, and you can get multiple now. We bought some gear and upgraded it and showed you tricks to doing that and how to search on there and get really cool stuff. We crafted the permanent movement speed flasks and make sure that the suffixes on there are not stacking, meaning don't put all crit related things across the bottom because you're only going to get the benefit of one of those, and then it overwrites it. And PoE Awaken Trade, some tips, and how to capture the Pantheon bosses to get even more permanent buffs so that it's just better and better. Let's get into this. Okay. To get those Atlas points to spend in your Atlas tree, which is the tree that allows you to shape your end game, and I'll show you that momentarily. But in the white maps, these things, 1 through 5, all you had to do was turn the map from normal like this to at least magic or higher, and complete it and kill the boss, and you got a point to spend. Well, when you get into the yellow maps, they have to be rare or higher. So let's do that. Not only that, I feel like making the quantity go up, because as you increase the quantity, the quality of the map, the quantity of items drops, and other things as well. So we're going to go like this. And then instead of using an alchemy, I'm going to use these. I got a lot of these and I don't want to do it. Maybe these are more or less expensive right now. So I'm just going to use one of these. Nice. And now if we do this boss, or do this map and do this boss, we're going to get an Atlas point to spend. And if I hold down Alt and hover over any maps, it'll say complete or incomplete in red. So this is complete. I've already done it, but that's okay. So we're going to come over here, and you just toss it in there, and you're going to get these Atlas points. You're going to continue to expand things. I can get some Atlas points if I go out and either buy this map and then complete it. It's a unique map. Same with this one over here. So I've got a few points that I can get yet. I just haven't got around to it. No big rush. And this tells you how many and how many points you've done so far out of possible 115. And let's go on to the next step. So you can go up here. Control G will get you here. And we spent our first, 35, and we focused on this. We focused on Nico, and that helps by every time I hit one of those sulfite nodes, we've got Nico in here 100% of the time. So if you click this, it'll highlight Nico delve related nodes. And I took enough of these to get it to where Nico is spawning all the time. And that's going to help you in your maps because that buff, as you get it to the first, second, and third, it increases. That's 105 increased damage and 45 movement speed, and it raises your elemental cap. So that helped us there. So now let's go to the next stage, and we're going to get the next thing that really helps you buff. A side note, I believe this has been fixed. See how it said sulfite veins and chests in your maps have a 10% chance to also contain an equal amount of azurite? Well, that was working with the Ember of Allflame, and it just crushed the market this leak so far. I think it'll come back a bit. I think it'll come back pretty strong now. But you could get 5, 10, 15, 20,000 azurite out of a single map with this. And let's go do that trade, and I'll be right back. So this is PoEPlanner.com. It has quite a few things. You can type in, let's see, X or some kind of search, and it highlights things a lot better than the in-game highlighter. And also, if you click on, just like we did over here, Delve, you click them and it stays highlighted. So you can see them there, and they could flash, but this is, it stays highlighted. So that's kind of nice. But this is 34 of 132 points, and that's where we left off last time. And I understand that you guys might be well in advance and advanced at this point, but I'm going to show you what, if you're still working through the series and you want to spend your points, this stuff is going to help you out next, and it's going to be the shrines. So we're going to highlight it by typing shrines in here, or domination, because this is, see how it says domination? Let's type in domination. Domination. And if we look on here, here's some right here. There's some shrines there. There's some shrine effects here. There's right here, domination shrines. I'll probably want that. And then right up in here. So let's take a look at it. You're going to be spending these points to get there. You're going to come right over here. That's another point. You're going to get this one. This increases the duration of the shrine effects, those things that give you the buffs. Right now, you just get one, and you get one random buff, and it lasts for, like, I think 45 seconds. Not that big a deal. But what about this? All of a sudden, we get here, here, and here. Now it's 75% increased. We're going to take all the duration increases, and that's going to get you up to 1 minute and 20 seconds. And there's ways to improve that from there, but just for the sake of this, we're going to go here. And then this one is going to force a shrine to be in your map automatically. So now we'll have at least one shrine. There's the next, so that's 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points we've spent. Let's see, 5 points we've spent. And then you're going to work your way up this way. You've already come up here, and this is nice because it's right here. We've already been up this way. So we're going to spend this one. An additional shrine, 20% chance. Another additional 60%. Nice. And then there's 2 of them here. This one is 30% increased effective shrine buffs on players in your map. Shrines in your map grant a random additional buff. So now every time you hit one of those nice shrines, it's going to give you 2 buffs. And there's some buffs. Some buffs make you completely immune to all damage. You can't be killed at all. Really nice when you get that, and you get a tough boss. So one of the strategies is to, let's say you get a shrine that's kind of close to the boss. Well, don't hit it, and you really want to get the completion point for killing the boss on this one. So you would hit that shrine, run in there, and then fight him. Same thing, you might want to find all the Nico nodes in your map to get buffed up, ready to fight one particular boss if it's a difficult boss. Nice. This one is really cool too. This one helps with getting more magic packs, which helps with EXP and drops and items like that. And it has a 50% chance to be guarded by an additional pack of monsters, and they're going to be at least magic. So this helps pump more and more creatures and density of creatures, which you actually want in maps. Now, if it's a really, really hard map, maybe you can back out of this, and maybe you say, you know what, I'm okay with just easy stuff. But we're going to take it, and then we're going to come up here. 1, 2. Just let's say it'll actually connect it. There we go. And then we're going to take this, an additional shrine, and that I think got us to 100% of an additional shrine. And then that'll put us at 120. I don't know if it gives a chance at 3 shrines. I think it does. Normally, this is what I take. I take these. And I don't take this one to turn it into a covetous shrine. You can, but I don't take that one. It's up to you, either way. And then the last thing I want to do is I want to get Scarabs that are domination Scarabs to drop at a higher rate. These are important to me, and so I'm going to say, just like this, 1, 2, 3. So those domination shrine-related Scarabs that we can add to our map to influence the map even more different ways, we can get it as well. And I'll show you what those are. I wonder how many I have on me. So let's take a look. So that's our next 20 points spent. I'll be making another update to this video, but one of the interesting shrines to get is this one right here, I think. Let's see. It's Scarab related. And this node right here actually makes it so you get the the rare Scarabs that drop. They drop far more often. And as soon as I took that, I actually got more Scarabs that were rare. In fact, let's go ahead and do that, and that's what I think you should do next. But that's just easy stuff, and we're getting you through there. So just more Scarabs, it's right here. You're going to have tons of points. So now we're up to almost 60 points. But this stuff, basically, this design is to help you get through maps more smoothly. And then the next time, I'm going to show you how to get more maps to drop, and maybe more connected maps, but then also maybe some Keurig related stuff. And Keurig, let's say you want more just raw Keurig missions, you could actually come down here. And it says more Scarabs, more Scarabs, more Scarabs. This is and we've walked over we've gone over the importance of Keurig, but that'll get, if you take this one plus these two plus these two, that's a 14% buff to the chances of Keurig missions getting one when you complete a map. It's not terrible. I don't usually use it. I don't have a problem with map completion. If I need to find a map, I can just buy it off the market. I'm in no rush for that, so I don't do that one. But this is a good one so far, and there it is. We just went over here. We got the shrine, not the shrines, there it is right here, shrine related things. So we got this. We took this one for the to drop more rare Scarabs more often, and right over here to force the shrine in there. And the shrine, you'll notice the difference when you get shrine buffs. Things get a lot easier. So if you're having difficulty with maps, shrines and this Nico buff, very cool. All right, so let's get back over there and take a look. I have a fragment stash tab, and it puts all kinds of different things in here. Breach stones, eldritch stuff. I'll put that over there. And Scarabs. So let's see if it's under domination. Yep, there we go. Domination. So this will, if I put this in here and I really have a hard map, or I want to start buffing my EXP, there's one that helps with 30. You get 30% bonus EXP per shrine buff. Now, if I put this in here, that'll get me up to about 4 shrines, and I could put a couple of those in there. So let's say I put 2 of those plus the EXP one, or 3 of those with the EXP one. All of a sudden I've got 6, 7, 8, and then that with the EXP thing, 8, and then I can come over here and put this in here. So we're looking at 11 shrines with double bonuses. You're looking at, you could get, it would be tough, but you could get, at one point you could have like 20 buffs on you, and that's 30% bonus EXP, and you can really fly with EXP if you do that strategy. Now those particular Scarabs are kind of expensive because a lot of people are doing that strategy. So I'll be making more episodes, and I hope this one helps you get through some tougher maps. It's a way to get yourself through the yellow maps and into red maps, and even it helps with red maps as well. People even use it in tier 17s. To get these buffs, it's really cool. The speed buffs from Nico with the damage and the little bit of defense and all those shrine buffs. It's just amazing. So I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next episode. I have fun with this.